Hello and welcome to part 3 of setting up a teacher's portfolio. This one is going to be focused on posting, so let's just go ahead and get started straight away. Now this is the page you'll come to when you log onto your blog. I have logged onto my personal one instead of my practice how-to sort of one for you guys, and that's just because I've got all of my categories and that set up already, and it's easier to do on here instead of setting it up. So this is what you'll come to. Now, we've got all of these down the side. This center part may look a little bit different for you because I am following people, whereas you may not be following people yet. But down here will be the side. It may be a different color, but they're all going to be the same. So you've got posts, media, links, blah, 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 all the way down. You are going to want to go to posts. And if you are adding a new post, you can go to add new. I've already created one, so I'm just going to go to all posts. And this will just bring up all of the posts that you have done. Now you can see here I've got all of the tags done. I've written one, this one has none, it's still in giraffe form, so I'm just going to go show you how to add your tags and then we'll publish this one. So we'll just go edit. Okay, and there we go. So you write your blog about whatever you would like to write about, really. You might be sharing a resource, you might be annotating some evidence. It's really up to you guys what you are sharing. I've just done a post here about using social media for networking, and this one is Instagram. So I finished my post, it's all there. Now I want to add my categories. Now it's under uncategorized at the moment. That's not something you can delete, but we want to untick that because we don't know it. Now obviously if it's something to do with the AITSL standards, that's what you're going to use. If it's something to do with the curriculum, you use that. If it's something to do with both, you use both of them. It's really up to you guys. Obviously this one's not fitting under standard 1, know your students, because it's about networking. It really doesn't have much to do with the students. Obviously, you're talking with teachers and gathering resources and ideas for your students. But it doesn't really fit into this one. So we're going to scroll down to 6 and mainly 7, but we will be able to put a few in 6 as well. Yeah. So in Australia with the standards, to move up you have to annotate the certain evidence and it has to be under each standard. So here I've got 6 and then I've got all of the subheadings underneath. Now if I use any of the subheadings, I'm also going to click the professional learning standard 6, because that way anything that I tag under any of these will come up in the one spot. So you do want to do that. So we're going to do that, and I'm actually going to call this, I reckon this actually does apply in Engage Professional Learning and Apply Professional Learning. No, not in the sense that, you've gone to a professional development day or a T&D day and you've sat there and you've listened and you worked. But you are actually, when you're on Instagram, you are learning new things, you are talking to different teachers. So I actually think it does come under those. If you're feeling a little bit iffy about that, don't pop them on there. And then we are going to engage professionally, number 7. So we're going to tick that box, and this one will fit under teaching networks. Now, none of this fits with the curriculum because it's not a teaching resource. So that's all you need to do. It's really up to you what you post about. Now, if you want, you can add some tags. So I'll add my name because it's always good to have your name out there. Learning and teaching, I'm also known as that in some other places. Engage professionally. Let's make sure that's spelled right. Type too quickly. There we go. Social media, networking. It's really up to you if you want to use tags or not. Now I've also got a featured image on mine, and I'll show you how that affects my blog layout. It really depends what blog layout you have. But I've decided to add a featured image to every post because for whatever reason, if I go and update my layout or my theme at whatever stage, some of them have different qualities about them, and the one that I've recently just changed to has a featured image as well as your tag title. So some of the older ones, I'll show you what they look like. They don't look as nice because it's just a blue box. So I'm adding those. That's just a little tip. Makes a little bit more inviting for your readers as well. And then obviously if you're ready to publish, you just click publish. So this post is going live for me now as well. And we'll just go view that and I will show you what I mean and where the categories are. They're either going to come up the top of your post under here, or they'll come up the bottom. It really depends, once again, on the theme that you have. Now my theme, they come up the bottom. So here you got posted in, and that's all that it is posted in. So if I go, you know, so this is why you add the tags as well. You might have something about engaging professionally. You might have something that you want to group all together, but it's not necessarily in the standards or the curriculum, but you want to group them together anyway, and that's why you add the tags. So header image always goes up the top, and then it's the text below. All of these green ones, that means they are linked and it will take you somewhere else. One thing I do recommend when you are linking is to link it somewhere else, and I'll do another quick video just to show you that and why you should do it, because it's a giant pain in the butt, I think anyway, when people don't get their links to open in a new tab. But I'll go on about that in another post. So if we just go down here, here are our categories. So if I go to, let's go number 7, engage professionally. So there we go, we've got that post and all the posts that have come up. This is what I was talking about with it looking ugly. Like, let's be honest, that looks nicer, a nice picture. It tells you what the post is about as well. So that's why I recommend doing a featured image, because then you don't get a grey box with view in it. I was considering going through and adding an image for all of them, but there was just too many posts to do that. So if I just go home, I'll also show you where, or on mine, this is where else I can find my categories. So all of my posts come up. I've got my widgets down here, I don't want to scroll that. And then I've got all of my categories down the slide here as well. So anyone can go there at any chance and see what I've got aligned to 2.6 or 4.5. So that's how you make a post. Obviously, if you come here and you want to make another post, you can either go back to your dashboard or you can go straight up here and go new post. If you want to add media, you can do it that way, or you can do it through the post. So thanks for watching, and my next video will be on adding tags in your posts. Thanks guys, see ya.